This is speculation in August. Please check the classification before the release date. On the 2nd of August, Valve sent out a press release on Artifact, which is the biggest batch of info we've gotten since March. As a fan of card games, Valve and Dota 2, I have to do a bit of a breakdown about this because it has a lot of very big implications on how Artifact will be run. Quote, Artifact, the digital card game from legendary designer Richard Garfield and Valve, will be playable by attendees of this year's PAX West in Seattle. Speculation point 1. Richard Garfield's name is front and center in promotion. This isn't exactly new, as we knew about Garfield in March, but Valve almost never lean in on a name while they are creating a game. It's just a Valve game. The most we've seen is IceFrog being called the lead of Dota 2. It's very likely that Valve saw the initial backlash and confusion about Artifact and wanted to really clarify it better by saying that the game isn't a hastily made crash grab by a small team as people speculated during 2017, but has a renowned designer behind it and will be fully supported akin to CSGO or Dota 2. Quote, everyone who plays will earn Artifact merchandise, including signed prints of artwork and 2 keys for free copies of the game when it is released. Hey look, Artifact's already getting merch made for it. Unlike Dota 2 or CSGO where it took years to get merchandise out, Artifact is getting a full push ASAP. Well, with that being said, Artifact does share a lot with the Dota 2 universe, so it's possible that any merchandise could be for both games in practice. Quote, targeted for release on Steam on November 28, 2018. Artifact is designed to give trading card game enthusiasts the deepest play and fighters. Blah 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 blah, we don't care about that. Release date! Yeah! Come on! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Okay, that's good. Windows Mac Linux confirmed. Mobile will be 2019. And price, $20 US. Okay, so this is the expected price when it was announced that Artifact isn't free to play. This is a surprisingly smart move to balance for people who would only want to earn free cards a la Hearthstone and then get kicked in the balls by players who got spent $200. The system will give you cards, and you can swap them around as needed from the market. Worst case, you'll need to invest little money every 6 months to a year for the next set. So, let's see what's in that intro pack, shall we? Game client, all basic cards. 2 54-card decks, 5 heroes, 9 items, 40 cards. Technically will be 25 cards as 15 come with the heroes. 10 booster packs. Most likely, you'll need to choose 2 of the 4 colors as your starter decks and, wait, 10 booster packs? Each card is 12 cards with 1 being guaranteed a rare. Multiple rares may acquire a packs will cost $2 on release. Oh boy, here we go. $2. $2 is the absolute edge of what I personally consider acceptable price, and the reason why is going to be limited play. Draft must have at least 3 packs, which is around $6 USD, plus the prize pool fee, which is usually $1. $7 is a weird price point for a draft. It has been done before, but it's still annoying. While your local shop probably charges around $10 for an MTG draft each week, there's a different feeling from physical cards, where the cards must be printed, boxed off, delivered to your friendly local game store, where you open and keep cardboard, compared to a digital game where the product is on a screen, there's no electricity or roof for the friendly local game store to pay for. As for sealed, good luck to getting people to spend over $12 regularly. Expect set release events to be the only time you ever see a sealed queue fire. As much as I am complaining about booster packs and limited prices, there are a few great updates which completely make sense and just turn the system almost on its head. It has elated a lot of my worst fears for how Valve will monetize Artifact. Rarity and single prices have been pretty much shut down. Firstly, there are only 3 main rarities in a booster pack now. Common, uncommon, rares, no mythics. If you open a pack, you are guaranteed 1 rare, and you will occasionally even get 2 or maybe even 3 rares in a single pack. So let's focus on a single powerful card. In MTG, the chances of you in your booster pack, getting a mythic rare is 1 in 8. A specific rare card that's basically the only card in the set that's actually worth anything will be printed into 1 in 120 packs. And remember, you need 4 of those to get a complete set. If that card becomes a must-play in a quarter of competitive decks, congratulations, you've created a supply shortage and the price skyrockets up to $40. Artifact, on the other hand, much kinder maths. Assuming 55 rare cards in the opening cycle, your chances of getting a specific rare is 1 in 55 before we add on the 2 biggest rule changes. You can have more than 1 rare in a pack, and there is no anti-dupe rules in the randomizers, so if you want a specific card, you can get it multiple times in 1 pack. Furthermore, if it's a hero card, you only need 1 copy of it! People who are not me and are much smarter than me have done a lot of calculations, and it's mostly gone into the favor of cards being well distributed and Artifact being the least expensive TCG. Compare this to Hearthstone with $400 that cannot be swapped, and the regular $100 MTG deck. Jesus Christ, this is a godsend. And it opens additional ways to how cards are packaged. A World Championship deck, that's the winning deck of this year, with special art or maybe signatures for only $10 to $20, Valve could easily make that and sell heaps of them, and it'd be the same price or just a little more expensive compared to just picking up the cards off the market. But with this, you gain a lot of sentimental value and prestige value, and you get to say to someone, hey, if you buy this deck, this is currently the best deck ever made. So, am I upset that Valve didn't go the LCG route? A little. But from the looks of this system, it's heavily influenced by Richard Garfield and his desires to fix the problem with Magic the Gathering's booster pack system, rather than stepping back and going to a true cosmetics-only version. This can also be seen in Keyforge, which is basically sealed format, the card game. For those who are constructed only, this is the best system you'll get in a TCG. They benefit the most out of the system. Cheap decks, easy to get rares. For those who are into draft, there is a small question of price. Whether the prize payout is enough to draw in players, that will become the biggest question. And will people accept this model in 2018? Maybe, but it's still going to be up to Valve to explain that their model isn't as rigged as the usual TCG booster pack, and I'm not sure how people are going to exactly take that considering the loot box fiasco we have now. In conclusion, we need a lot more info, and we're gonna be sitting on our asses until that happens. 4 months to go, I guess.